Have you ever been disappointed because something just did not work out as you expected it to be? I know how you feel. This happened to me so many times that I can't even count them. Until I learned about the difference between expectations and intentions. And that knowledge and shift in perspective changed my life for good. So let me give this message over to you and see how it can change your life. First, let me introduce you to the concept of expectations, what they are and what they do to us. Afterwards, I will share the concept of intentions and you will see why you want to shift away from expectations and towards intentions. When it comes to thinking about our future, a lot of suffering and disappointment happens when we create expectations. We can end up being so overly focused and attached to a goal or outcome that if we don't get it exactly right, we cannot be satisfied with anything else we actually achieve. I want you to be able to spot that expectation or these expectations from now on forwards and be aware of them, especially when you come up against them and let them define your mood and satisfaction with your efforts. We can all have these questions. What does it take? When will I be ready? When will it happen? How long is it going to take? And the answer is, it takes as long as it takes. What I have learned is that the more I stubbornly try to hold on to how I think it needs to be or when it's supposed to come, the harder it gets. The more attachment I have to the how and the when, the longer it takes. An expectation is a detailed description of when, how, and what. Am I right? When expecting something, we set ourselves up for an argument with reality. We have already created a narrative about the result. How it's going to go, how it should be, how it must be, how it has to be. And consciously or not, we are expecting that story to unfold exactly like that. There is already uncertainty involved in the actual achievement of these expectations, despite our best intentions and efforts. When we have expectations, we are in a state of hoping and needing something. But the universe does not deliver on hope or need. It doesn't. Therefore, to be attached to the results while making the efforts to achieve them can cause an unnecessary degree of anxiety and tension and fear of not achieving the result. It creates a fear of losing when you haven't even started taking action towards the goal. Consider this: anytime you feel disappointed at an outcome, it is because the reality of the situation didn't align with your expectations. Put another way, you expected one thing and got another one. Let's have a look at a few examples of expectations that are unmet that you can probably relate to. You expected that moving to a bigger home would make you happier, but it didn't. So you feel disheartened at the result of the move in totality. You expected to easily find a love interest on a dating website, and then you didn't. So you feel deeply discouraged about your potential for finding love altogether. You expected your boss to recognize your hard work with a raise, and then you didn't receive one. So you feel betrayed and let down by your company. Those are examples of setting expectations and then these are not met, so we are disappointed. We feel betrayed and disheartened by everyone and everything in our lives that were kind of involved in that situation. Am I right? Now, let's move over to the alternative to setting expectations, which are to set intentions instead. We can have the intention to achieve and make the necessary efforts without being worried about the fact that the result may not ultimately be achieved. If we set our intention toward an aim or a purpose while being detached from the exact outcome, we can pay full attention to our efforts, to the process, that journey, which can lead to the outcome nevertheless. When we intend something and are open to either the actual outcome or a possible alternative outcome, there is an opportunity for us to learn, to stay curious and be with a new and perhaps even better outcome. It will free us from the fear of losing, and it will allow us to focus on the present moment and enjoy that journey. Now, see what happens when you shift your expectations into intentions based on the examples that we had earlier. While settling into your new home, you set the intention to be grateful for all the newfound space it will give you to work and to play with your family. When signing up for that dating website, you make an intention to use this experience as a way of telling the universe that you are open to and ready to receive love and be in love, and that you will engage with potential dates with lightness and a sense of humor. You do your work with the intention of it being of the benefit to others or to a greater good, rather than for the credit it will bring you. And you then approach your boss with a request for higher pay. How about that? Intentions describe a way of being and living your life. It's detached from a specific outcome, and it defines your mood and your outlook on life in the present moment, in the here and now. Expectations are focused on a specific outcome in the future that may or may not happen, whereas an intention is a decision on how you live your life today. Expectations are quite often only fulfillable with the influence and action of others that we don't even have control over. Intentions rely upon choices you make for yourself. Since it is impossible to control another person, your surroundings, or your external circumstances, it is wise to put your energy into an area that you can control, which is your mind, your words, and your intentions. And don't expect others to do something for you. So how do we then set intentions without them turning into expectations? Good question. Let's have a look at that. Setting intentions means asking yourself why until you get to the core of what you really want. You want something, and then you ask yourself, why do I want that? And then you get another answer to which you ask again, why? Until you cannot ask any further. And most of the time you realize that you end up at a feeling, a state of being that you would want in your life. Let me give you a personal example. An expectation I could easily set myself is to practice yoga every single day. That's a pretty steep goal to achieve. And can you already see how I will disappoint myself pretty quickly? I can. So then I ask myself, why do you want to practice yoga each day? Well, I want to be fitter and leaner and feel stronger in my body. Okay, yeah, sure, that makes sense. So the next question is, why do you want to be fitter, leaner, and feel stronger? Well, I am worried about my future. I'm not getting any younger, and I still want to be mobile and without any aches and pains for the next decades to come. Great, we are getting closer now. So let me ask you one more time. Why do you worry about not being mobile and with aches and pains in your future? Well, I want to enjoy my life to the fullest, and for that, I need to have a healthy body. Great, fantastic. We made it. There we are. You want to feel healthy and enjoy your life. Yes, that is correct. I want to enjoy my life with full health. There you go. Now that I found my true intention behind that expectation of practicing yoga every day, I can use it to live my everyday life now. I can decide to enjoy my life with full health today and make decisions around exercising and movements and nutrition based on that intention. I can stop worrying about the future and at the same time not pressure myself into an expectation which is mostly impossible to achieve. Well, minimum for myself. Setting intentions is much more powerful when it comes from a place of contentment than if it arises from a sense of lack and scarcity. Expectations are often created out of lack or a need to create a better feeling inside of you. Or they get created from an entitled ego, expecting things to be a certain way and people to behave in a certain way just because. But intentions have a more powerful and more positive foundation. They come from a place of not expecting but intending to lead a happier life. You set intentions in the here and in the now. They are about how you're being in the moment as you work towards your goals. You can begin to fulfill your intentions straight away and not wait weeks, months, or years to reach an outcome and then decide to be happier, more joyful, or less disappointed. Does that make sense to you? Let's summarize what we've learned today and the reasons why we want to shift away from expectations towards intentions. First of all, an expectation narrows your focus and it limits as well the possible outcome. An intention opens your focus and provides you with unlimited possible outcomes. Secondly, setting expectations means setting yourself up for failure and disappointment in the future. Setting intentions means taking control of how you live your life today. Thirdly, the fulfillment of expectation needs other people to take action or behave in a way that we cannot control. The fulfillment of intentions is in your circle of influence and you are in full control. And last but not least, and short and simple, you can decide to be happy once your expectations are met, or you can intend to be happy right now. It's that easy. And as always, I won't leave you hanging just like that. Of course, I have a resource to help you create strong intentions for your life. An intention setting meditation is just waiting for you on my YouTube channel. In this meditation, I guide you to set a strong intention and bring it to life while being in that meditative state. You will love it, I promise you that. You can find the link to the meditation below the video in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video with me today. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel if you have not done yet. I would love for you to leave me a thumbs up or even a message in the comments. With that, you can help to carry this message out into the world. You can be the ripple effect to build a world with a more positive outlook on life. How does that sound to you? Great. Okay, thank you so much in advance. I appreciate you. And with that, I love you and leave you. Talk soon and bye-bye.